73 individually controlled LED lights through SimHub or SimPro Manager for all the warnings and effects we need in race. 10 push buttons, 4 rotary encoders in the middle, 2 for the thumb operation, 2 7-way hot switches, magnetic shifters, dual clutch system, rev indicator, silicone anatomic grips, carbon reinforced polymer body, my favorite quick release, wireless with the Simagic ecosystem or wired for autonomic use, in 300mm diameter shape, which must be the best for GT cars use. $289 before VAT. I don't even know if you need my opinion. Seriously, there are only 2 reasons to not order this thing right now. The first is if you don't need a wheel at all, and the second is if somehow you hate the aesthetics, for which I doubt. Simagic did it again, breaking the limits of the ratio between price versus quality versus features, and in my opinion they are the most progressive company in the last 2 years. I believe the reason for the huge success which is waiting for them on the way is actually very simple. This is the first wheel from Simagic which is built to be compatible with any other base on the market, but also compatible with SimHub, which was the biggest complaint for the FX Pro from the community. It looks like they begin to understand how important the community voice is, and here is my prediction as someone who is testing all the time different sim gear and getting feedback from thousands of people around the globe. Mark my words, in the next year this will be their second bestseller after the haptic motors, which soon will be in every sim racer cockpit, and if you haven't got one, I don't know what you are waiting for. That being said, at the end of the year, most of the enthusiasts will have experience with one of those products and will feel the quality of this company. And in 2 years from now, this business is going to explode just because they realize how important it is to listen to the community and stay open for everyone. Anyway, those are just empty words coming from my head. Let's go back to the Neo. The 300mm diameter is the perfect choice for GT cars, and the anatomic grips are the second best in my opinion in terms of comfort through that shape. They remind me a lot the grips from CSX3, which is 4 times more expensive, but I personally prefer the soft silicone feel from the Neo in bare hand. The layout of the buttons is great ergonomically speaking, with easy thumb reach, and they have that snappy feel in compression, which is not my personal favorite as I prefer the springy load feeling, but that is subjective anyway. One thing for sure is the click feels firm with and without gloves. One thing I appreciate a lot is the diffusion of the plastic caps, which kills that hot spot of the RGB underneath, and as the light is concentrated in the middle. With the stickers, the symbols shine pleasantly to my eye. And again, they feel just like the CSX3 buttons in operation. The thumb rotaries are not very stiff, but just enough for individual precise clicks through those aluminum knobs with good space between each input, and I like the little protection which isolate them from the thumbs and protect unintentional rotation in crazy situations. You know, little details like this small protection on the rotary shows me that the producer is actually testing and looking for weak spots. Small things, but it shows that they are going really deep in that matter. The 7-way switch have smooth plastic knob, which is unusual shape for use particularly with gloves, but with fingers the grips are okay. I would suggest to Simagic here to use some grippy shape for those in the future. It is small detail and maybe not important, but for the sake of perfection will be good to think about that. The 4 middle rotary encoders have also good amount of stiffness and spacing between inputs, and there is no way to make mistake of dual click. In my opinion, that is actually the best balance of stiffness with the thumb rotaries, as I have tested stronger than those which sometimes, because of stiffness, I push too hard and make dual click. On the back is that single body on each side for the magnetic shifters and the dual clutch with slight adjustment for the shifter pedals, which are not loud at all. There is good throw and good resistance, and on par with any nice shifter I have here, but one of the most quiet for sure. The dual clutch is quite strong for my small fingers, but I guess if I use it often, I will get used to this. And in the middle we have my favorite quick release. As I've said before, the body is made of carbon reinforced polymer, which is very strong material used for automotive parts in high-end cars, and even if it's not as strong as pure carbon, it's definitely strong enough. Way more affordable and easy to shape. You can see it's not just boring flat shape, and the last polished layer is genuine forged carbon, which gives very premium look. And there is zero flex, built like a tank. Total weight of 1 kilo 474 grams with the quick release is lighter than most of the wheels I am driving with except the F-Core. And it's also well balanced, so the force feedback feels great. Feature-wise, if it's used as wireless with Simagic base, here are the extras we will get through the SimPro manager. There are 8 different color choices for the buttons and rotaries, also 5 different warnings like ABS and TC activation, pit limits, DRS deployment and flags. There is also brightness control, and for the RPM indicator things are also very simple with color choices and flash through different percentage of the engine rev. Of course, for the clutch system there are 2 modes, one for dual operation and one for individual control. There are also many presets for different cars and titles. Everything in the SimPro manager is very simple and quite intuitive. However, in wireless mode, the wheel doesn't have access to SimHub, and to join the madness of this beautiful software, we'll need the MagLink, which is adapter made of different plate with magnetic connection, coil cable and USB extension. It is about 10 minutes work to unscrew a few bolts, plug the MagLink and ready to go. For those who are planning to use the Neo with other bases, we'll need this kit, and $20 will be the extra cost, but this thing is super strong, even a bit stronger than my Cube Control wheels, and I never ever had problem with my Cube Control's connection. Now, getting access to SimHub. The amount of effects are limited only by imagination, and with the time we will see some crazy profiles for the Neo. With those 73 individual LEDs, animations will be super fun. There are still some bugs in that SimHub testing version, but the guys work hard to fix that, so considering the price for what we get with this wheel, even the haters will have hard time to say something bad. As I've said, if Simagic continue to take feedback from the community, the success is unavoidable. So, there is not much more to say, and this thing is absolutely brilliant for the price. And if you already have experience with the Neo, good or bad, share in the comments and help others in their decisions. And also, please, if you create some fun animations and effects for this beauty, share some profiles. It will be highly appreciated. Have fun, guys, and as always, much love everyone.